Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2 challenge mode, the dimension update, and this is our little 2-layer MAM that we just built out last episode. Very exciting. It is working. Yep, it's working. And where are we now? We have this as our shape, so that's what should be going on here. That guy is the top, and that is on the bottom. This should be the bottom here. You can see it's almost there. I think it needs another spiky up top. Are we short on pieces? No, we're okay on pieces. So, yeah. We've got circle. What do we have? A circle and 2 spikes. So there's a spike, a circle, and this should also be a spike. Yes, it is. So that one's coming down here and going into this last one. So yeah, just waiting on shapes. And we're good. And then that feeds into here, which has a lot of the wrong shape, because this should be creating that almost this with 3 squares instead of 2 squares and a circle. Yeah, square, square. Yeah. That's cool. You can see the wires from here. Okay. And good. Yeah. So 3 squares and a spike. So squares, squares, spike, and squares. Yep, so that's coming along. That said, it's going to take some time, yeah, before it's all filled up, because we've got a lot of these guys that are waiting on a lot of these guys. So it'd be good if we had a trash can right here. Right? Yep. So let's do that. And let's get... let's just grab a trash can like this. Oops. Let's not cut it. Let's just copy it. And paste it in there. And what we want is the same thing as this. Oh, that's the... Actually, that's what we want right there. Okay, so these should be going into the trash. Yep. And that will be draining this whole thing out. Because, yeah, that's what we want. All right. Excellent. Gonna clear that out. These guys are waiting on the correct shape to come in. Okie doke. So I wanted to do this episode was build our 3 and 4, 3rd and 4th layer MAM spaces. And let's do that. That would be 3. And this would be 4. That said, we don't need anything coming in here for a little bit. But we could start feeding the trains in. Okay. Before we do that, though, let's, we'll need to update all of these, all of our signals. And let's also, I believe we changed that, yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to cut all these off. Okay. So that means nothing is going to get sent out, which is perfect. So that means we can come up here and do this. So CMY, we want to do yellow to go this way, and yellow to go this way. And we just got our thing done. All right, so this is going to be a 2-layer shape. Again, still, which is good. But this one at least has a little bit of color. So last I looked at the subscribers, we were at about 388. So looking to get around 400. So if you have not yet, please jump on in and subscribe if you would. And at the very least, if you wouldn't mind leaving us a like, that would be very great. Now, I want to, again, assume, make an assumption, that when we get to level 3 here, that we're not ever going to go back to 2 or 1. So that means this will come down and do the same thing this is doing. And we'll go into another little trash can. But the trash can will be, hey, level 1 plus level 2. Stacked up on top of each other. So let's come over here and grab what we need. This is for our 3rd level. Which is right here. And I'm going to flip those. So again, we'll make sure that northeast is here. It should be north. This is northwest. Then this is southwest. And this is southeast. Okay, and again, yeah, 3rd layer down. Right, very exciting. And those ones are also going to come in here. Replace those. So let's just do that. Copy. Boom. Yay. All right. Then this, that's the square. The fully square one, is that right? Yeah, because that's just color. Okay, so let's go get that. So yeah, colors only. I think I did not do this yet. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna do all these guys. Okay, so I've copied them into here. Now let's take these guys and copy them. It's nice that the spacing is the same. Just did the other one. That goes in there. Okay, what's next? All right, still 2-layer. So that's good. All right, so now we just basically need to knock these down to a third layer down. All right, so that means taking 2 of these, cut, paste. All right, so third layer down. Yeah, because these ones are not the same as these. I think. Wait, do we have those? We do have those, right? Is that halves and layers? That's it, shapes and colors. All right. Should grab those 3. And we're doing that here. There. Okay, so let's start with southeast, which is this guy. Then we need southwest. Here we are. So again, southwest, it's because of our naming scheme, quote unquote naming scheme, it's easy to see which one is which. So that's the thing I like about doing that. These ones I do not have, so well, no, I do. I just want to make sure they're correct. So I could do this. That's northeast, right? So northeast. No, that's northwest. This is northeast. And then this one is northwest. I come down here and copy from here. Northwest. All right. That said, it might be easier to just do these ones manually. Coming in here and just doing this again. Why did those go on? I'm not sure. Oh, no? Still just 2 layer. All right. Do not know. All right. These ones we do have. Let's go back over here. That's right. Yeah, this is this. Uh-huh. All right, so I want the one that is this. And then I want, yeah, this one. then this one. Sorry, that was my messaging app, not yours. Okay, so that's all good. Alright, we're gonna take this guy, which is the full... They say, hey, here's what this entire layer should be like. We're gonna put it right there. Yeah, that is that. That's that. Alright, so that should be this one. And this should be this one. And we just had another one make it through. So let's see what our new shape is. Oh my goodness, look at this. Very exciting. 2 colors, including cyan. Wait, let's get that guy. So look at this. We should have some cyan going. Alright, I love it. And some blue. That is all working. Okay, I think we are done with this one. And these guys are feeding in but not doing anything, which is what we want. Getting all ready to roll. And there are, you can see it's full of shapes, and this is only with one train delivering. That's pretty good. Okay, let's grab layer 4. Northeast. Then southeast. Southwest and northwest. Southwest here. And north, or, yeah. Northwest, wire, and wire. Excellent. And you are going here. Okay, and we'll go and get this from over here. This one is northwest, should be at the bottom. South, west, and southeast. So yes, even though it's a pain to do this, it's a one-time pain. Like, we just have to get this set up, and then it is rolling. Okay, and this is the curved one. Did I do that on the right one? I did not, did I? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That's 3. That's 3. What's this? Alright. Gotta undo all these. These need to all be in the 3rd layer down. third layer down. Ugh. Here we go. Let's grab those. All right. Bring them down here. All right, these are fourth layer down. Yes. Ah, that was almost really bad. Because I would have been very confused. More than normal. This is southeast, yes. Okay. I've already screwed this one up, haven't I? Northeast. Southeast. Yes. Southwest. Wrong. And northwest. Okay. Let's go get our southwest. Southwest. No, it's this one. Southwest. Layer 4. That is correct. This is correct. These ones need to change, so these ones are these ones. Oops. Okay, so you can see how this goes. Give me a second, I'm just going to finish these up. Okay, so I'm done with all that. Copy, pasting. Now, where are we at with this guy? What's going on? So we've got nothing coming in here. Why are we stuck? Are we locked? I think we might be locked. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Our bottom layer is just west side. So we've got northwest is blue spike. Southwest is windmill. So up here, where's northwest? Northwest should be here. It should be spike. And it should be blue. Alright, so that came in down here. Now, there's nothing for it to match up to. There. Should be going through and be matching, and should be matching up here. So, this is northwest. No. Is that right? Yeah, northwest. But northwest should be looking to match up with southwest. And it is. It's looking at southwest. And there is no southwest. So why do I need to have a knot in here? So, had a comment about why do I not just use the equal and change this to not equal. So certainly could do that, and you can see that works. My problem is that visually, you look at it and it still looks exactly the same. So I prefer to use the not. There. So that would be the same on this guy. That would be the same on all of those. So yeah, we should have windmill coming in here and going up. Oh yeah, see, these ones do have not. So this should have not, if that is true. So let's go and do the same for all of these. Yeah, because this one is getting jammed up too, I believe. All right. So we've got not and not. Yeah, that's why these are... Yeah, that was confusing me. Why are these lit up when there should be null signal coming through them? They should not be lit up. All right. So I think that actually was a major issue. Yep, that's the top. Now this is coming through on the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna just select a couple of these and zero them out. Because we've got these guys coming through. And we shouldn't have anything rolling here, right? Oh no, southwest and northwest. Southwest, northwest. Yes. The west shall ride again. Alright. There we go. So yeah, these two should be feeding into here. It was correct. Those two should be matching up. Alright, these ones have not for it because it's angled differently. I'm not sure. Clear out all that. And then they're coming in here. Oh. And there's nothing for them to match up to on the east side. So this is where these are getting stuck. Let's just clear those out so we get actual shapes in here. So we want them to go straight through. Right? So this one needs a knot? Because that's null. Yeah. Alright, a knot is going to... A correctly placed knot is going to solve this. For now, don't know if that always works. Alright, I'm going to come through and now get rid of all these knots. I think I have maybe a major flaw in my wiring. But now that I'm making a change, I'm going to make it through all of them. That way they're all the same flaw. Alright, so we'll just do that for now. In the meantime, this is coming in and is matching up with that. So that is good, and that's going to create our final shape. Yeah, there's a lot of junk in here. All those ones that are single quarters should not be there. So again, it's going to create bad shapes that end up going into the trash. Yeah, you can see that happening here. That said, this is full of correct shapes, so that's all good. All right, so this is working. I want to watch it through another changeover. Oh, there we go. All right, so this is easier one because it's all 4 quadrants on 2 layers. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna zero everything out. All right. Let's start fresh. So we should have some green coming in here. Oh, except we don't because I just emptied out all the fluid. So the green is actually going to be here. Yeah, you can see this one is green. That means I think maybe this one will be green. Southwest, northeast, yeah. This top one, I think. Nope, I guess this one. Oh, southwest, southeast? I don't know. What am I talking about? Yes, this one. I was right the first time. Okay. So that's going to take a minute to get back up to speed. That said, it then should be chugging along. All right, so let's skip ahead a little bit and see if this works. All right, you can see our correct shape is coming in here. Now here's the thought I just had, is that maybe we should have a trash can right here to say, hey, if you're not the correct shape, then you shouldn't be here. Then you shouldn't go into here. Just go into the trash right now. That was it. And another 2-layer shape. So here's a problem too, is that, see, now this is still tossing these guys in here. So it'd be good if these were all going into the trash, right? And yeah, they're going off into a vortex right now. That's kind of like going in the trash. But right now you see all these are going in the trash. So I think we need to tighten these two up together. Now here's another thing, is that when this goes down to layer 3, like right now we're just saying, hey, are you the correct thing from layer 1? Well, down here we're going to say, hey, are you the correct combination of layer 1 plus layer 2? Now we've got room to do that here. Then we won't have room to have 3 receivers on a platform, right? Yeah. We will not. So maybe we need to have these receivers off over here and just feeding the signal across. That's a little bit of a future problem. I am going to take this, put it there. Oops. It's okay. Just a regular stacker. All right. So we can do that. Then this one, like I said, needs to be layer 1 plus layer 2. So So let's just do it. Cut that from there. So here's layer 1. And this will be layer 2. Then, if we put those into a simulated stacker, is that what we want? Almost. Nope, other way around. I'm going to cut this and then do a Shift F, which doesn't look any different. But you can see that now it has flipped these inputs. And so again, it'd be nice to have a visual cue on that. But that is our shape, right? With the spike going up that direction. Yes. Right. So this is saying, hey, are you the final shape? Are you this plus this? And if so, then you may pass. Down here, we will have that same thing, making sure in this position. Do that. Like so, right? But then, oops. Going in here, we're going to need plus a third layer. Because the ones coming out of this are going to be that third layer. So that's going to come into another stacker. And we'll shift this all around. Because then the last one will have all 4 layers. And we'll have to wait till we have a 3-layer shape to make sure that this is stacking in the correct order. In the meantime, this is getting built out. So we'll let this one go through, and then we'll see where we're at. In the meantime, again, thank you so much for watching and commenting. I get a lot of helpful tips in the comments. Obviously, I do read them. I think that's obvious. Oh my goodness, I thought that was it. I do read them. I pay attention to them. It's all very helpful. I love it. You don't even have to be subscribed to leave a comment. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're still at a 2-layer with some color. That's all good. So I think we're going to leave it here, and next episode we're going to come back and let this just kind of run. And in the meantime, I'm going to go back to some tasks, and because I know I had promised to do a couple of the trickier tasks, especially down here once we get into crystals, and crystals on top of things. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. This one is an example of a little bit of a tricky one. So we will get that all built out. There we go. Tricky. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gramps, signing off.